Hi, everybody. This is SAAD. I had to come up to my study and produce this SAAD Truth clip, even though it's now almost 9:30 at night, because I just heard of an case of hate speech that really has me shaken. And I thought that if for no other reason than for it to serve as a cathartic experience for me, I thought that I would share this experience, and then you can leave in the comments section your own thoughts about what kind of monster would utter such words. Tom Brokaw, the former anchor at NBC, appeared, I think, on Sunday on Meet the Press, and during his conversation, he truly said something that, whoa. I mean, it's unclear at this point whether he or Hitler are, who's worse. But he said something. You ready? I mean, if really trigger warning, if you have a weak stomach, or if you're insensitive in any way about hate speech, I would suggest you turn off right now from this clip. He suggested that Hispanic immigrants, in a quest to better assimilate within the host society, should ensure that their children learn English in the United States. I mean, I'm left speechless by such hate speech. What kind of monster must he be to suggest that a strategy whereby you seek to learn the language of the host country, the language that is now universally accepted as the language of business, the language of culture, the language of science, that immigrants should ensure that their kids master the language so that they can be maximally successful within that society, if not within the global village. It's difficult to imagine what kind of hate must compel this monster to engage in such a diatribe. Of course, the progressives, in a typical orgiastic debauchery of self-cannibalism, went after one of their own. It's not as though Tom Brokaw spends his day wearing MAGA hats. He's a bona fide progressive and liberal himself, but they swooped in on him because of his horrifying hate speech, and then he had to apologize and blubber for having suggested that immigrants in the United States should learn English. Some immigrants know many, many languages. In other words, some immigrants are not only impressed by presidents who know how to say the word Pakistan. Some immigrants speak Arabic, French, and Hebrew and English. To think that I was forced to learn English when I came to Canada, and now I realize it was a form of hate speech to force me to learn English. Incidentally, you know which place forces people to dream in a particular language? As a matter of fact, I'm sure that any moment now, the Office de la Langue Française au Québec will be coming after me for uttering these words in English. And I hate to say it, it might be the case that I had a few dreams recently that weren't in French. That is a no-no in Quebec. So on the one hand, we have an elderly man saying that immigrants should seek to assimilate in the United States by ensuring that their kids learn English, and he is just brutalized everywhere, and he has to apologize for that. On the other hand, in Quebec, we have administrators from the language police walking around ensuring that your next thought is not one that is in English, or at least that the ratio of your neuronal firings in your brain has greater majority French thoughts than English thoughts. But bruh, that's okay, because in Quebec, we're allowed to protect our language using any draconian way possible. Slowly we inch.